Hi, my name is Holly, and I've been a patient of Dr. Jeremy's for 2.5 years. I was initially a patient of Dr. Jeremy's after speaking with my sister-in-law in California. She had been going to a chiropractor, Applied Kinesiologist, and he had done wonders for her life, and I had been discussing with her about my issue I had with hives. I noticed that my hives would primarily be worse during cold weather, rainy weather, but I also noticed them during times of my life where I was a little bit more stressed. So I had been to several medical doctors, dermatologists. They couldn't find any reason or why I was breaking out in these hives. Tried some antibiotics, tried some creams. Nothing was successful in treating them. They would still come up. So after speaking in length with my sister-in-law, she said, it's time for you to find a doctor like mine out there. So we did our research and we found Dr. Jeremy. So when I went to visit him, he did a thorough exam and gave me a couple of supplements. And after about 3 months, I noticed that they were subsiding quite a bit. Then after probably about 6 months, I noticed that I was rarely getting any breakouts at all. It's been about 2.5 years, like I said, and I can't tell you the last time that I've had any hives whatsoever. Even rainy, cold, stress, I haven't had any. So that just led into other things. Dr. Jeremy is amazing. He treats stress. Every woman who's a mother and works and has stress in their life. So I was completely against going on any type of antidepressant or any type of medication to deal with stress and, of the day-to-day life. So Dr. Jeremy helps me with that. Sometimes I'm on supplements, sometimes I'm not. It just depends. And that's much more manageable. I know that when I'm having or going to anticipate stress, if you can, then there's a supplement that I'll take and it gets me through it, and then I no longer have to take it. So now I pretty much see Dr. Jeremy for overall maintenance. But back when I had my daughter in 2009, I was diagnosed with a thyroid problem that did create me to be on an antibiotic. A prescription medicine for the thyroid. So once I had my daughter, after about 1.5 years, I decided that I no longer wanted to take the medication any longer. So I talked to Dr. Jeremy. I weaned myself off the medicine, took a supplement, and have now been without it. And I feel fabulous. I monitor it. A lot of your thyroid issues, you can tell if you're feeling bad, you're fatigued, you feel like your nose is hitting the ground. I haven't had any of those symptoms whatsoever. My energy, my weight has been under control. It's just been amazing. I'm so grateful that I don't have to depend on a medication any longer. That's wonderful. I also bring my 12-year-old son here. Dr. Jeremy was seeing him initially just for maintenance. Would come in once a month. During one of his routine visits, he noticed that there was an issue with his back, so we took him for x-rays, and he noticed that there was a little bit of scoliosis starting in his low back. He put him on a treatment plan, and he's doing wonderful. He says he's pretty much back to where he needs to be, caught it, corrected it, and he's doing well, and my son is very active into sports. He also, I noticed over winter break this year that I was driving in the car and I looked over at my son and his eyes had a yellow tinge to them. So I immediately called Dr. Jeremy, and he said that there definitely was something going on with his liver, whether it was an infection or a virus. Immediately put him on a treatment plan with some supplements, and 6 weeks later he's doing remarkable. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm quite certain if I would have taken him to the medical doctor that we would have went through, unnecessary tests and medications. And I believe 100% that if my son would have needed a medical doctor, Dr. Jeremy would have sent me there immediately. I have the utmost faith in him. My daughter, who's 3 now, she has eczema, and Dr. Jeremy has also seen her. Been given some creams and some supplements, and she's doing much better. While her eczema is not 100% gone, it's about 70% better. And I'm just continuing to do what he tells me to do, and it's improving every day. She doesn't have near as many flare-ups as she was having. I mean, she was broke out, you know, the primary areas are the arms and the legs. And I mean, there were times where she would scratch until she bled. I can't tell you the last time that's happened. So it's just been amazing. So I appreciate Dr. Jeremy. I really do, what he's done for my family, and I refer him to everyone that I know. I have a story. I hear someone talk about a condition, and I say, you know what, before you go and get on any medicine, go see what Dr. Jeremy has to say. See if there's an alternative before doing that. And I've sent my family, my sisters, my girlfriends here, and they've had nothing but wonderful things to say and great success.